It started with a simple question: can artificial intelligence ever be fair to everyone? In November 2025, Sony decided to find out. The company launched a project that could reshape how the entire industry measures fairness in AI. It's called FHIBE, short for Fair Human-Centric Image Benchmark, pronounced Phoebe, the beginning of a new standard. Sony AI unveiled FHIBE as a first-of-its-kind dataset designed to test how fairly AI models treat people. Reported by Will Shanklin for Engadget and detailed in Nature, FHIBE isn't just another research dataset, it's a new ethical framework. It exposes how even the world's most advanced AI systems can still misrepresent people, reinforce stereotypes, and make biased decisions. Sony found that none of today's major AI datasets fully met its fairness standards. That revelation alone sent a clear message: AI's problem isn't intelligence, it's humanity. Why FHIBE exists. For years, AI models have been trained on massive datasets scraped from the internet. Photos of people, often collected without consent, have powered face recognition systems, visual question answering tools, and even security systems. But these datasets came with deep flaws. They lacked diversity, context, and fairness. Alice Xiang, the global head of AI governance at Sony Group Corporation and lead research scientist for AI ethics at Sony AI, explained why FHIBE was necessary. For too long, the industry has relied on datasets that lack diversity, reinforce bias, and are collected without proper consent, she said. Her team wanted to build something different, a dataset that respects human rights while giving researchers a precise tool to measure bias. FHIBE wasn't just designed for accuracy, it was built for accountability. What makes FHIBE different? At its core, FHIBE is built on consent, diversity, and transparency. It includes 10,318 images of 1,981 paid participants from over 81 countries and regions. Each participant gave clear, informed consent. They were paid for their contribution and retain full control over their data, meaning they can withdraw their images at any time without losing the compensation they received. That kind of participant control is almost unheard of in the AI world. Most datasets treat people as anonymous data points. Sony flipped that model, making participants partners in the process. Every image in FHIBE comes with detailed annotations, demographic and physical traits, environmental context, and even the camera settings used. That helps researchers test whether AI systems perform equally well across different skin tones, lighting conditions, hairstyles, or facial expressions. It's not just a collection of faces, it's a living, evolving reflection of human diversity. What FHIBE found. When Sony tested today's leading AI models using FHIBE, the results were revealing and uncomfortable. Some models showed lower accuracy when identifying people who use she, her, hers pronouns. After deeper analysis, FHIBE revealed the cause: hairstyle diversity. Something as simple as hair, texture, or style could drastically impact how well an AI model recognized someone. Even more concerning were the results from image-to-text and question-answering systems. When models were asked neutral questions like, "What is this person's job?" they often produced stereotypical or harmful answers. Some systems automatically described people from certain ancestry groups as criminals or linked them to sex work or drugs, all without any context. According to Sony's analysis, models produce these toxic responses far more often for individuals of African or Asian ancestry, those with darker skin tones, and people identifying as he, him, his. Sony didn't hide this data. It published the full research in Nature, allowing the public to see just how deep the problem runs. The conclusion was clear: AI bias isn't accidental, it's systemic. The human element. What sets FHIBE apart is how deeply human it is. Sony didn't just create a dataset, it built a community of contributors. Each participant knew what their data would be used for, had the right to withdraw consent, and received fair payment for their participation. That model could redefine how tech companies handle data in the future, instead of treating people as training material. FHIBE treats them as stakeholders, and it's designed to grow responsibly. Whenever someone withdraws, Sony AI replaces their image. To maintain balance and diversity, that keeps the dataset fair and representative, a living benchmark that evolves over time. Years in the making, FHIBE took 3 years to build. Behind it was a global team of researchers, engineers, legal experts, and quality assurance specialists. The process was meticulous, from consent forms to photo shoots to annotation validation. Sony AI collaborated across multiple departments to ensure the dataset met ethical and legal standards in over 80 countries. Every aspect of FHIBE, from data management to IT security, was designed to uphold privacy and fairness, redefining fairness in AI. The FHIBE dataset can be used to test everything from face detection and pose estimation to visual question answering. By measuring how AI systems perform across different demographics, FHIBE helps researchers identify where biases emerge and, more importantly, why. This kind of granular analysis could lead to better training methods and more equitable algorithms. It gives developers a roadmap for creating models that work fairly for everyone, not just the groups that dominate existing data. As the Nature paper titled "Fair Human-Centric Image Dataset for Ethical AI Benchmarking" explains, FHIBE doesn't just expose bias, it helps diagnose it. That's what makes it revolutionary. Sony's release of FHIBE marks a cultural shift in technology. For years, innovation was about being faster, bigger, and more powerful. Now, it's about being fairer. By setting this benchmark, Sony has thrown down a challenge to the rest of the tech world to prioritize ethics as much as performance. The future of ethical AI. Sony AI's work with FHIBE is just the beginning. The company plans to keep improving the dataset, adding new participants and maintaining strict ethical guidelines. Future updates will ensure FHIBE stays diverse and accurate as the world changes. Sony didn't build FHIBE to compete with anyone. It built it to set a new standard, a line in the sand that says fairness matters. Because in the race to make AI smarter, Sony chose to make it right. What do you think? Will other companies follow Sony's lead? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.